Hello, everyone, and welcome to a short, kinetic visual novel called Mimosa. This is about struggling with social interactions, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's go ahead and start. The little girl stands at the corner of the field, hands tucked into the pockets of her uniform. Her eyes follow the movements of the other children playing on the field, the boys dashing to and fro in a game of tag, the girls twirling and turning cartwheels in the grass. Another group of boys and girls sit at the circle of the center of the field, laughing and shrieking as they play a game of duck, duck, goose.
Hey!
Suddenly, she hears one of the girls at the circle shout her name and beckon her to join them. Now they are all staring at her, waiting for her response. Her cheeks pink, she turns and flees. Ah! We find the little girl sitting at her desk in an empty classroom. Her head is bent, her lips are pierced in deep concentration, and her small hands are deftly creasing a sheet of square paper. It is still recess, and the little girl has been doing this every recess since the first day of school. She stands silently by the side of the field, watching the rest play, then runs for the safety of the classroom whenever they call her. It is not that she does not want to play with them. She would like to, but she is more comfortable in the company of her own origami animals. At this moment, a boy enters the classroom. He notices the little girl, her black pigtails swaying gently as she tilts her head to fold the final crease in her origami bear. Hi! He calls out, eager to invite her to join the rest of the class for lunch. As the little girl's head snaps upward in shock, the loud rip of the paper in her hands is audible. She looks down at the torn bear in her hands, then up at the grinning boy. She opens her mouth to speak, then clams it shut again, as she fears that her strange foreign accent will escape. She has only spoken once since the start of the school year, with prompting from the teacher to introduce herself. As tears well up in her eyes, she shoves the chair backwards, letting her torn origami flutter to the ground and sprints out of the classroom. The boy scoops up the two halves of the paper bear from the ground, yanks a strip of tape off a nearby tape holder, and races out of the classroom after her. He did not mean to scare her. He did not mean to make her upset. He just wanted to befriend her. The little girl is a fast runner and disappears around the corner. The boy, at a loss as to where she could have went, skids to a stop in the middle of the corridor and doubles over, panting. After a few deep breaths, he steadies himself. He does not return to the canteen where his classmates are waiting for him. Instead, he trudges towards the staff room, dejected. The origami bear, which he had taped back together as he was running, is clutched in his hands. The little girl hesitantly pushes open the swinging doors to the girls' bathroom. Peering in through the small creek, she is relieved to find it empty. She steps in and stands in front of the sink, her shoulders drooping. Observing her reflection in the bathroom mirror, we see faint streaks of tears trailing down her flushed cheeks. With each shuddering breath she takes, we feel some of the pent-up agony rushing out of her. She wants to talk to her classmates, but she is afraid that they will laugh at her foreign accent. She wants to make friends with them, but she is afraid they will reject her for being different. Oh, why had Mom and Dad insisted on moving to Singapore? Could their family had not remained in Taiwan? Unbeknownst to the little girl, who had as scrunched shut her eyes to staunch the flow of tears, her form teacher is quietly standing behind her. Since hearing about the incident from the boy, Miss C had been frantically searching for the little girl and has just found her in the girls' bathroom. She waits for the little girl to stop sobbing, then gently intones, "Wei Ting, can Miss C talk to you for a while?" On hearing her name, the little girl's eyes fly open, and she stumbles backwards straight into Miss C. Miss C catches her before she can tumble onto the ground. "Waiting. Miss C wants to show you something. Will you come with me?" The little girl, with her head hanging and her gaze fixed on the ground, nods twice and follows Miss C out of the bathroom. We met Miss C and the little girl at the school field where our stories just started. They are standing in front of a large patch of mimosas. Miss C stoops down and gently taps one of the mimosa leaves. As the leaflet furls up pair by pair, she begins to speak. These are mimosa plants. When we tap them to say hello and ask them to come play with us, their leaves fold up because they are scared. If we give them some time, they open their leaves again. Look now, they are ready to have fun with us. Mimosas are delicate and shy little plants, but they are very brave. Though they may be afraid at first, they are still willing to open up to others and try new things. They may seem like any other patch of green grass, but when they choose to reveal their true selves, they give off very pink, pretty flowers, like this one here. Mimosas are Miss C's favorite plant. Do you think you can be brave like a mimosa plant? The little girl strokes a furled up mimosa leaf and gently nods her head. Miss C beams. They stand and head back into the classroom. It is still recess, but the once empty classroom is now alive with the laughter and shouts of the other children. The little girl pauses at the door and glances up to see at Miss C. Miss C gives her a nod of encouragement. Taking a deep breath to calm herself, she steps through the door into a bustling classroom. The boy from before walks up to her and presents her a taped-up origami bear. His demeanor emanates confidence, as his trembling hands betray his uncertainty. He hopes that the little girl is no longer upset with him, and she will befriend him and the rest of the class. Wei Ting smiles shyly as she receives her origami bear from the boy. Oh my. Thank you. Nice to meet you, she says, and the whole class erupts into cheers. Outside the window in the school field, a single mimosa blossom glows pink in the sunshine. The end. That is Mimosa, a short story by Kayleen Mav. I think I said that right. I hope you guys enjoyed this short, little wholesome story, and I'm glad I was able to read it to you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. And goodbye.